Hello, my dear student of grade 5. I hope all of you are fine at home. For a long time, no meeting. So, at the present situation, so that you can continue your study, that's why I'm sending you video clips. In my today's class, I will teach you from Complete English book. Please, all of you, before listening my video clips, you take out your Complete English book. From Complete English book, chapter 13, page number 70. Dear student, open at page 70, chapter 13, book name Complete English book. Chapter 13, Derelict Boat. The title of the short story is Derelict Boat, written by an American author, Paul Gallico. My dear student, before reading this short story, I would like to tell you that this story is on the Second World War. So here the whole story that we will read, here we will find the reference of Second World War. So now I will read the whole story, and when you at the same time you will open your book and you will try to follow me from your book. And if you find any difficult words, then you must underline the difficult words in your book, and later on you will look up the meaning of the difficult words from the dictionary. Then it will be easier for you to understand the story. And at the same time, the work you will do, there are the questions in comprehension part. Usually I solve this question answer in my class. So now again I'm telling you, it's better if you solve the question answer before reading the story, or you can solve the question answer after reading the whole story. Now I am going to start the story. Again I am telling you, our book name Complete English book, chapter 13. The title of the story is Derelict Boat, page number 70. In an officers' club in Brook Street, a retired naval officer, 65 years old, Commander Keith Brill Ordiner, was telling of his experiences during the evacuation of Dunkirk. So here in this line we find the word that is here, Brook Street. So what is Brook Street? Brook Street is a place that is in London, and a retired naval officer who was 65 years old, and he was the commander, Keith Brill Ordiner, and he is sharing his experience of the World War with us here. Experiences during the evacuation of Dunkirk. So what does mean this line? During the evacuation of Dunkirk, evacuation means taking away the soldiers. So the Second World War was held in 1939, and here there were two groups also, and France, Poland, and the British Empire was in one group, and the opponent was Germany, the Hitler, and the World War was held between these two forces. So one was in British force, in another part it was the Germany force. So here the name we have found here, Commander Keith Brill Ordiner, he was a British commander, and when he was taking away the soldiers from the Dunkirk, so Dunkirk is a seaport. So if I explain it more, the Dunkirk is a port in northern France. So Commander Keith Brill Ordiner was taking away the soldiers from this port, Dunkirk, with the help of a warship. Now let's go in second line. Called out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, he had captained a lopsided limehouse tug across the channel, towing a string of Thames barge, which he brought back 4 times loaded with soldiers. Now you underline the difficult word here. Lopsided means unbalanced. Then tug, tug means sudden pull. Okay, it's called tug across the channel. Here this channel means English channel, and usually a channel joins two seas altogether. Towing a string of Thames barges. So what does barge? Barge means boat. The ship, or that is called the warship or the battleship. It's called barge, which he had brought back 4 times loaded with soldiers. On his last trip, he came in with her funnel shot away and a hole in her side, but he got her back to Dover. So what is Dover? So if I tell you, Dover is also a place, and it is in Kent. The Dover is in Kent. It's also name of a place from where they started their sea voyage, their sea journey. Okay, fine. Again, I am repeating the first para for you better understand. My dear student, please follow me. And if you, again I'm telling you, if you don't know the meaning of the word, you must look up the word in your dictionary. In an officers club in Brook Street, a retired naval officer. So that conversation was going on in an officers club in Brook Street, that was in London. A retired naval officer who was 65 years old, the British commander Keith Brill-Ordener, was sharing his experience during the evacuation of Dunkirk. Already I have told you what is Dunkirk. Dunkirk is a seaport that is in northern France. Called out of bed 4 o'clock in the morning, and he awakened 4 o'clock in the morning. The commander, he had captained a lopsided limehouse tug across the channel. Channel means here English channel, and I explained you what is called channel. Towing a string of Thames barge. Barge means warship, the ship that is used in war. In the Second World War, many warships were used, which he had brought back 4 times loaded with soldiers. So with the help of the warship, the commander, he was trying to evacuate the soldiers from the Dunkirk seaport. Then on his last trip, he came in with her funnel shot away and a hole in her side, but he got her back to Dover. So I told you the Dover is a name of place also is here, the port from where they made their journey, and it was in Kent. Now let's read the second para. The second para starts, a naval reserve officer who had 2 Brixham trawlers, and Brixham is also name of place here, which was in Devonport. Brixham trawlers and Yarmouth drifter blasted out from under him in the last 4 days of the evacuation, said. Did you run across that queer sort of legend about a wild goose? It was all up and down the beaches. You know how these things spring up. Some of the men I brought back were talking about it. It was supposed to have appeared at intervals at last days between Dunkirk and La Penne. So what is La Penne? La Penne is a town in Belgium, and you know where is Dunkirk already. It's in northern France. If you saw it were eventually saved, that sort of thing. Now I am in third para. Said Brill-Ordener, a wild goose. I saw a tame one. Their strange experience, tragic in a way too, and lucky for us. Tell you about it. Third trip back. Towards 6 o'clock, we sighted a derelict boat, a derelict small boat. So, what does the word derelict means? Derelict means abandon, wrecked, or destroy boat. Seemed to be a chap or body in her. So, what you can underline the word here, chap, C-H-A-P, chap. Chap means jaw of an animal, and a bird perched on the rail. We changed our course when we got nearer and went over for a look-see. By gad, it was a chap. So by gad means here this is the expression of surprise. Or had been poor fellow, machine gun, badly face down in the water. Bird was a goose, a tame one. We drifted close, but when one of our chaps reached over, the bird hissed at him and struck at him with her wings. Couldn't drive it off. Suddenly, young Catering, who was with me. So suddenly, young Catering, who was with me. Here now, the story narrator is telling us about young Catering. So who was young Catering here? The young Catering, a sailor, probably a junior naval officer. Okay, he was with him, and young Catering, who was with me, gave a hail. Hail means shouted, and pointed to starboard. Starboard means the right side of the board. The right side of the ship. Big mine floating by, one of Jerry's beauties. If we would kept on our course, we would have piled right into it. Oh, head on. We let it get 100 years astern of the last barge. So barge, what does barge means? Barge means boat. The ship, the boat for ship, that is called the warship. That is called the warship, or ship that is used in battle. And in Second World War, thousands of ships were used in the battle. And then the men blew it up with rifle fire. Now I am reading. When we turned our attention to the derelict again, she was gone, sunk. Concussion. So what does the word concussion means? Concussion means collision. Chap with her, he must have been less to her. The bird had got up, was circling 3 times like a plane saluting, dashed, queer feeling. Then she flew off it to the west. Lucky thing for us, we went over to have a look, or that you should mention a goose. So this story has taken from the novel of the writer Paul Gallico, who is an American writer, American author. From his novel The Snow Goose, this short story, already I have read it in front of you, and still you have many problems with the words, and for that reason I told you to look up the difficult words from the dictionary. Okay, fine. And dear student, for the better understand of the short story, if we solve the questions from the comprehension section A, I mean page number 71. Again I am telling, page number 71, already I have read out the story Derelict Boat, written by an American author Paul Gallico, in your complete English book, page number 70. Now I will try to solve the questions answers, so that you can understand the short story much more better. So I am in page number, open at page 71, comprehension part, section A. See the first question. For you better understand, I will read out 2 times. Where did the conversation take place? The story, this short story begins with a conversation that was held in an officers club in Brook Street. Where is Brook Street? Brook Street is in London. And who was telling this story? The story was told by a retired naval officer who was 65 years old, Commander Keith Brill Ordiner, and who was the representative commander from the part of British Empire. And the Second World War was between British Empire and Germany. And you might have heard about the Nazi Bahini of Germany. Okay. So again, I'm reading the first questions. Where did this conversation take place? In an officers' club in Brook Street. Where did this conversation take place? The conversation take place in an officers' club in Brook Street. Question number 2. What time was the commander awakened? The commander awakened at 4 o'clock. I mean, very early in the morning. It was too morning. It was very morning when the commander awakened, when the commander got up. What is the full name of the channel and where is it? And we have read the channel in the first para. The channel, then there is towing, a string of Thames birds. So channel means here English channel. So you know what is channel? Channel that usually it's a water body that usually joins two seas. It's called channel, and English channel is very familiar to you. Where is it? The English channel was in England. Question number 4. How did the tug lose her funnel? How did the tug lose her funnel? So here we can tell the answer. Shot away. You will find it here, the last line of the first para. Shot away, or for a better explanation, I can tell his boats blown up or sunk by enemies' gunfire, mine, dive bombers, and this way the tug, that is the rope, the tug lose her funnel. So this way tug lose her funnel. And number 5, what English port had it sailed from? Now that I told you earlier, Dover. So what English port had it sailed from? It sailed from the English port Dover. The name of the English port was Dover. You will find here in the story, in first para, the last word here, back to Dover. So they sailed from the Dover port. Number 6, explain blasted out from under him. So what does it mean? His boat blown up or sunk by enemy gunfire, mines, diver bombers. Diver bombers. Fine. Then number 7, where do you think La Penny is? Where do you think La Penny is? Where is it situated, or where is it located? La Penny is located on the coast of northern France near Dunkirk. Again, I am telling, La Penny on the coast of northern France. Where do you think La Penny is? La Penny is on the coast of northern France near Dunkirk. And where is Dunkirk? Already I have told you. Dunkirk is in northern France. Number 8. Had the commander seen the wild goose of legend? No. So what is legend? Question may rise in your mind. So legend means something related to myth, or that is believed by people, but we cannot tell whether it is true or false. It is called legend. Number 9, explain a derelict boat. It was wrecked, looked abandoned. It was destroyed. So derelict small boat means a destroyed boat, a wrecked boat. Number 10, where was the goose? Number 10, the question, where was the goose? Perched on the rail of the derelict boat. Number 11, was the man in the boat alive? Was the man in the boat alive? No. That's why we find in the description it was a chap. Okay. they found some chap over here, some bones of a dead man. Number 12, who first saw the mine? Young Kettering, a sailor. Again, I am reading the question. Who first saw the mine? Young Kettering, a sailor, probably a junior naval officer. Probably a junior naval officer, that is called in the short story Young Kettering. At first, young Kettering saw the mine. Who had put it in the sea? Who had put it in the sea? Germans. Germans. That is written in the story Jerry. Okay, the Germans put it in the sea. Number 13. How did the tug miss the mine? Again, I am reading the question. How did the tug miss the mine? Because they had changed course to investigate the derelict boat. Because they changed their direction. That's why the tug missed the mine. 14. Where do you think the goose flew to? England, home. In the story, we find the extract these lines. Then she flew off to the west, third trip back, nearing the English coast. So west would mean Kent. Actually, the man and his pet wild goose came from further north. He lived in an old converted lighthouse on the Essex coast. So we'll find in the story, then he flew off to the west, third trip back. Where do you think? Again, I'm telling you the answer. Where do you think the goose flew to? I think the goose flew to England. 15. Find out which counties. So what is counties? C-O-U-N-T-Y. County, not country. So county means it's like administrative division of UK, like the district of our country. And under county there are many places. So here find out which counties. So Brixham. So in which counties is Brixham, then Yarmouth, Dover. So I'll tell you now. Brixham is in Devon County, in Devon Division. Brixham is a place. Yarmouth is also a place, and it's situated in Norfolk County. Then for your better understand, you can search in your Google and you will find information. Then Dover. Where is Dover? And already you have learned it. Dover is in Kent. Dover is in Kent. K-E-N-T. Kent County. Fine. Now I didn't give you the word meaning from this chapter, derelict boat, in your worksheet. But for your better understand, so that you can realize the short story easily, I'm reading out the meaning of the word meanings A16. But these are not going to be in your exam, as I didn't give you in your worksheet. So you'll just now you can listen from me. The word meaning. What is the meaning of experiences? You know the experience, one's practical experience. Captain means he operated it. He ran the water vessel loaded with soldiers. Filled with soldiers. Okay. Legend means myth or fictional story. So real, some people believe it to be true. Then at intervals, now and again, dashed, strange, very peculiar. Sighted, saw something. Machine gun means hit by a machine gun or fire. Hissed, angry. Gave a hail means here noise. Shouted, gave a hail it means shouted. Then again I'm reading out the meaning of the hissed means angry or attacking noise by attacking noise made by geese. Then a hail means shouted starboard. What does the word starboard means? Starboard means the right hand side of a ship, head on when facing the bows. Astern, straight when facing the bow. I'm sorry, again I'm telling you the meaning. Starboard means the right hand side of a ship when facing the bows. Fine. Next one, head on. Head on means that was advancing or going forward, head on. Astern means behind. So that's all for today's class, my dear student. If you have any more query or questions, please let me know in our messenger group, and at the same time you will let me know if you have any questions. You can ask me in your messenger group, and in my next video clips I will give the rest part of this class, and again I will tell you the summary of the whole story so that you can understand it. And that's all for today. All stay well, stay home, stay safe. That's all for today. Thank you so much, my dear student. Bye bye.